afford to lose. Hey guys, it's Ant MMA. UFC 311 is happening today. By the time this video gets uploaded, it is happening today. Renato Moicano stepped up to the task and is fighting Islam Makhachev on 24 hours short notice. This is crazy, guys. Arman Sarukian, he was too scared. He saw that Makhachev was not smiling in the face-off, so this guy pissed his pants and he said he had a back injury. He either was too scared to fight, or he just couldn't make the weight. So, I personally think that Makhachev would have beat Sarukian, but I think Sarukian would have made it like a really close. So, Sarukian's a wrestler. He's tough. He's strong. He has a really good body, and. But let me tell you something, brother. We have Renato Moicano stepping in. So let's get into it. So Peyton Talbot versus Raoni Barcelos. So in my opinion, I have Peyton Talbot by knockout in the second round. Peyton Talbot, man. Peyton Talbot. Let me tell you about this kid. Let me tell you about Peyton Talbot, guys. Let's see the odds real quick. So he's favored to win by knockout. So, we have O'Malley right here. We have the brown O'Malley. That's not racist, by the way. I know you guys know how there's sugar and there's brown sugar, and this is brown sugar right here, guys. Peyton Talbot. This is the new generation. Like, his striking is really good. He has very good striking. His power is really good. He's very fast. He has good kicks. I think his striking is just very good. He has pretty good grappling. I mean, he had a submission in the UFC. I'm pretty sure in his UFC debut, his first fight in the UFC, he got a submission, rear naked choke. Let's go. So yeah, and Ronnie Barcelos, look at him, guys. Look at Ronnie Barcelos. He looks very strong. He looks like a very muscular guy. Peyton Talbot has a big reach advantage, 3.5 inch reach advantage. He's taller, like by 3 inches. He has the momentum. Like Ronnie Barcelos, he's good. He's definitely better than all of Peyton Talbot's past opponents. But I think Peyton Talbot, he's good, man. I think Peyton Talbot's good. I think Peyton Talbot might lose when he faces like the top 7 guys. Like when he faces Davison Figueiredo. I think Marlon Chito Vera can give him a tough fight, but he's very tough. I think Song Yadong can beat him. Henry Cejudo might beat him. But Peyton Talbot, he's only 26 years old. He has time to work on his game. And he's very good. He's definitely top 15 material. He can definitely be in the top 15 right now. And he has so much time to get better. So, I'm picking Peyton Talbot by KO. I think Peyton Talbot in the first round, he's going to start. He's going to warm up into the fight. And I think he's going to have a grappling approach. I think Peyton Talbot he's going to start wrestling a little bit. He's going to try to get some submissions or some ground and pound. And in the second round, I think he would have worn on Ronnie Barcelos a little bit, and he's going to land that KO shot with the right hand down the middle. Down goes Ronnie Barcelos. Ground and pound, it's over. TKO for Peyton Talbot. The story continues. This guy is a future champion. Let's go. Oh, shoot, dude. That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. So next we have Kevin Holland versus Rainer de Ritter. Okay, so Rainer de Ritter, he's a good fighter. Of course, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, girls. He's a good fighter. He was a former double champion in ONE FC, which if you guys don't know what that is, even though you should know what it is, it's another organization like the UFC, but in Asia, I'm pretty sure. It's in Asia, somewhere in Asia. Pretty popular. So Rainer de Ritter, he was a double champ. This is his second fight in the UFC. His first fight was against GM3, Gerald Meerschaert. And he got a submission. You see, people say he struggled with Gerald Meerschaert. He took himself down in that fight. But people don't realize we were saying the same thing about Dricus du Plessis. We were saying the same thing. People were making fun of him. People were like, Dricus du Plessis can never beat Whitaker. He can never beat Strickland. He can never beat Adesanya. And guess what? He did. I know Rainer de Ritter's style. He's like a little goofy. He doesn't have crazy technique but he's just built different. He's one of those fighters that, it's not, his style is not pretty, but it's effective. Like this guy, he can win the fights. So I'm going Rainer de Ritter. And I think Kevin Holland, once you take Kevin Holland down, and if you can like control him for like a solid like 30 seconds or more, he's gonna give up. That's his thing now. Because he doesn't want to get embarrassed. He doesn't want to get knocked out. So at this point, he acts like he doesn't care. Like if you're gonna beat him, like if you're beating him or you wrestle him, he's gonna act like he doesn't care, and he's gonna start goofing around. But that's because he can't win. He has no heart. He's very tough, of course, and he's never been knocked out. He has a really good chin. But I mean, come on. I mean, first of all, we already know Kevin Holland is not getting knocked out in this fight. No way. If Brandon the Ritter wins, which I'm picking him by submission, let's see the odds real quick. If Kevin Holland wins, he's probably gonna win by knockout, because I think Brandon the Ritter probably can just wrestle with him. Yeah, so I think Brandon the Ritter, I do think he's gonna get it done by submission, maybe like a rear naked choke or a Darce. Just a submission. He has good grappling. It's effective, guys. It looks really ugly, but it's effective. Like, just think about Dricus du Plessis, and you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna make this one too long. Jamal Hill versus Sergey Spivak. So guys, I have Gelton Almeida. Wait, I actually said Jamal Hill. Gelton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. I have Gelton Almeida winning this fight by a first round submission. Gelton Almeida, he's a little boring, guys. He's a little boring. But you guys have to admit, this guy is very strong and he's very athletic for a heavyweight division. I know he lost to Curtis Blades, but let's be honest, guys, that was a fluke. He literally failed a takedown, and then he was just dumb. He was very stupid. He just stood there and took shots by Curtis Blades. Gelton Almeida, guys, it's his time. He's going to beat Sergey Spivak by submission. Sergey Spivak is just lucky. He submitted Tybura. He lost to Tom Aspinall. You can't really make fun of Spivak for losing to Tom Aspinall. Aspinall's a freaking monster. Gelton Almeida is going to bully Sergey Spivak. His wrestling is too good. His jiu-jitsu is too good. He has pretty good boxing, but we know this guy does not strike for more than 20 seconds. So, Gelton Almeida, you're going to get a nice win. After this, maybe you can do a Curtis Blades rematch, or you can... Curtis Blades has a fight booked. Gelton Almeida, you can give him somebody in the top 5. Maybe you can give Sergey Pavlovich. He's booked too, but, Volkov. Somebody like that. Let's go. Or Cyril Gane. Anybody. If he wins this fight, he gets a top 5 opponent. And, we're going to see who it is. I'm going by Gelton Almeida by first round submission. Let's go. I freaking clicked on him. Okay. So, you guys, this fight is very interesting. It's a very interesting fight. See, Yuri Prochazka, guys, he cut his hair. He cut his hair, guys. Which means he lost his power. Because we all know, even though, Yuri kind of looks like Kratos. Yuri is, he's Kratos now. But, Yuri, he lost the antenna. He lost the antenna, guys. He lost his little signal. So, it's okay. They're both coming off knockout losses to Alex Poatan Pereira. They're both coming off those losses. And Jamal Hill, he was saying, Yuri Prochazka got dominated by Alex Pereira, but Jamal Hill got caught, and I agree with that. Because if you watch the Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira fight for however long it lasted, when you watch that fight, it was a very close fight. Like, it was an equal fight. Jamal Hill was defending the leg kicks. He was landing his own leg kicks, landing some jabs. He was like showing some looping shots. It was very competitive, guys. Yuri Prochazka got destroyed by Alex Pereira. Had no success. Like, did bro even land a punch? Like, I mean, he did, but he landed like one or two. Like, Jamal Hill was like actually landing shots. Yuri Prochazka looked bad, guys. This is why he's the underdog. This is why he's the underdog. It's a close fight though, because Yuri Prochazka, he said he's gonna change his style. He said we're gonna see a different Yuri Prochazka. But guys, let's not forget, Yuri Prochazka says this every time. When he lost to Alex Pereira the first time, like in New York, when he lost the first time in last year. No, not last year. In 2023, he was like, "Thank you, Alex. I'm going to get better." Then he fought Alexander Rakic. at UFC 300. He did nothing. Nothing changed. If anything, he looked worse. His defense looked a little worse. His leg kick defense looked terrible. He looked trash in that fight. He still won though, so it is what it is. Rakic has no power, so. And then he faced Alex Pereira. And first of all, when Yuri Prohaska beat Alexander Rakic, he said in a video, I got victory, but I must improve, and I'm going to get better. So he said, I'm going to get better. He said, I'm going to improve, I'm going to see what I did, and I'm going to fix my mistakes, and I'm going to be better. I'm going to capitalize on what I did wrong, and we're going to see how much better I can get. Then he faced Alex Pereira again in Las Vegas, UFC 303. Got destroyed, by the way. Made no changes. Like he was getting hit by leg kicks every single time. The only thing he did was he tried to fight southpaw, because Pereira struggles with southpaws, and nothing happened. So, nothing happened. He still got destroyed. So, his leg was getting destroyed either way. He was getting jabbed. He was blocking the jabs with his face, guys, to the body. He was blocking with his face. He ducked down. Jamal Hill, I just want to say this about Jamal Hill, guys. People troll Jamal Hill. People troll him. Like, people say, nah, man, Jamal Hill is such a loser. He was being a loser, like, after the fight. But people are overreacting. Like, what he was saying, if you really think about it, was kind of true. Like, I know he threw the first shot. Like, I know Herb Dean, referee Herb Dean, when he stepped in because of the groin shot, people were like, I know referee, he stepped in. If you do look, I don't know, I might get hate for this. There's people hate Jamal Hill and people love Alex Pereira. But, I got to tell the truth. In that break, Pereira did advance. And Jamal Hill did try to touch gloves, and Pereira did not touch gloves. He just parried his hand away, and he was immediately getting closer and closer. So it's also Jamal Hill's fault for losing focus. Like in a fight, you have to be focused. Like if you lose focus, you can get caught with a shot. You have to be focused in a fight. That's common sense. You can't be somewhere else when you're fighting. You have to be focused. But it was a reflex. When Jamal Hill threw the first shot, it was just a reflex. Like Alex Pereira was close to him, so he threw the shot. He threw the punch. He threw the punch. It's just a reflex. So I do kind of agree with him. He wasn't really locked in, but that's his fault. But I can agree with him. It was a little bit of a mess up, but guys, stop hating on Jamal Hill, guys. Apparently, people were spamming his daughter, and his daughter was very upset. Guys, don't forget Jamal Hill has kids, guys. This guy has 6 kids. This guy's a dad. Jamal Hill's a cool guy, bro. Watch his interviews. He's a cool guy. I know he's salty, but he says the same things. You guys are upset, but this guy's bringing life to the UFC. UFC already has life. He's bringing life to the light heavyweight division, and you guys are getting upset. Bro, besides Jamal Hill coping, what the freak is going on? Apart from Alex Pereira just writing on Twitter, good news coming soon, Chama. We all love Alex Pereira. We love Yuri Prohaska, but come on, guys. You guys have to be grateful for this guy. This guy's entertaining. He's entertaining. He's a trash talker. He's the villain. And we all love Yuri Prohaska, and we all love Yuri Prohaska more because what he did for the cancer patient. See, Jamal Hill, I think Jamal Hill's gonna. This is too tough to pick. When it first got announced, I was like, Jamal Hill's gonna whoop Yuri Prohaska, but Yuri Prohaska's gonna come with his hands down. But here's the thing though. Prohaska, like I said, he said he's gonna change his style. Do I believe him? I actually do believe him. I do, because this guy is actually training in gyms. Because for all his fights, he trains in Mexico. He trains in the forest. Now he actually trained in gyms, and he did sparring. He trained in where? Las Vegas, in the Czech Republic, in Japan, in Mexico. He trained in actual gyms with other fighters. So I'm sure he learned some new things. You see, this is tough. Because I can see Yuri fighting with his hands higher, his hands not so low. I'm not saying he's gonna fight with like a high guard, like he's gonna fight like Taporia, where like his guard is high and his chin's down. But I feel like the hands are not gonna be by the waist. I feel like his hands are gonna be slightly higher. Think of his hands. I feel like his hands are gonna be by the chest area, like by the chest area. So they're not gonna be on the chin. Like his hands are not gonna be like resting on his face, like protecting his face at all times. I think it's gonna be on the chest. There's a weakness to Jamal Hill though. When this guy throws a shot, the hand that's not like the hand that he's not throwing with, the hand that he's supposed to be defending his face with, is always down. Like it's by his waist. If Yuri Prochazka can find a way to like slip a shot and just counter it fast, I think he can knock out Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill can knock out Yuri Prochazka. This is a very interesting fight. Like I don't know who to pick. The thing that this comes down to, first of all, if Yuri Prochazka changes his style, that's gonna make him not worse, but the thing that makes Yuri Prochazka so dangerous is when he fights with his hands down. Yes, he gets hit more. Yes, he can get knocked out easier than normal. But when he throws punches, since his hands are down, they typically have more power because like he's throwing it with like his shoulders and his hips and stuff. So like he can just throw it. And also when he can throw it from like angles that I don't see coming because like his hands are all the way down, so he can throw it from the bottom easier. He can throw it from like the side. It's not gonna be like at your eye level, like you know what I mean. Like it's not like somebody who fights with like a high guard, so his shots are more predictable, more technical shots. Like Prochazka, he's very unpredictable with his punches and his strikes. That's what makes him so unique and his style so unique. But the problem is, guys, if he wants to fight with a high guard now or like with his hands up, that makes him more predictable. Yes, he can protect himself more, but makes him more predictable, and that kind of just takes away that special Yuri factor. So, guys, this is a very tough fight. I do not know who to pick, but if I had to pick somebody, I will pick Jamal Hill because I feel like he has more. I don't know. I don't feel confident in Jamal Hill. No, I'm going Yuri Prochazka. They both have a lot of pressure on each other. They both have a lot of pressure going into this fight. Jamal Hill really has a lot of pressure though. Like he really has a lot of pressure. It's so tough, guys. No, screw it. I'm going Jamal Hill. Yuri, if he fights with his hands up, he's going to be more predictable. It's going to be easier to fight him. And I've seen Jamal Hill practice wrestling. If Jamal Hill is smart, if he's smart, he does some wrestling in this fight. Make Yuri drop his hands a little bit, and that can open up some shots. Maybe try to do some head kicks too, because Jamal Hill has some pretty good head kicks. I think Jamal Hill might try to attack the calf, but I think Yuri actually might be more aware of that. I think Yuri actually might change that. I'm going by Jamal Hill by first round knockout. I think it's gonna be Yuri throws a shot, his hand is gonna be pretty low, and Jamal Hill counters him. It's gonna be similar to the Alex Pereira first round knockdown in the last second. Except I think Jamal Hill is gonna throw not a left hook, but he's gonna throw like a looping hook. Like he's pretty good with those. A looping hook, which is gonna he's gonna impulse himself into that shot. He's gonna jump into that shot. Boom, down goes Yuri. It's gonna be sad because Yuri, he did such a good thing. He's such a good guy. He did such a good thing. He donated. I'm pretty sure he donated his hair. He cut his hair. He's bald now. But I think he donated his hair. He also has like a funding for like a kids hospital. It's gonna be very sad. He's a very good guy. And if Yuri loses this fight, his career is kind of over. Like Yuri's always been known as the second best fighter in this division. But if he gets knocked out in this fight, his chin might be gone. Like we don't know yet, but if his chin is gone, he's cooked. If his chin is gone, he's screwed. So I'm going with Jamal Hill because you can't pick somebody based on their chin. You can't pick Max Holloway in every single fight because this guy has a crazy chin. That's why I picked Poirier over him. If I was picking a fight based on chin, then I'd pick Max Holloway in every fight. Then I'd pick Yuri Prochazka in every fight. Then I'd pick Marlon Chito Vera in every fight. Then I'd pick Marvin Vettori in every fight. You can't pick a fight based on how durable you are. Unless your opponent depends on just knocking you out in the first round, then maybe that can come into play. But come on, guys. Come on. You can't just do that. And Jamal Hill is a power puncher. And he went 5 rounds with Glover Teixeira. And that was a dominant 5. That was like a dominant 5 rounds. That was like a freaking domination. I'm going with Jamal Hill. Set a first round KO. Moving on. Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. See, everybody's picking Umar Nurmagomedov, but guys, I think you guys just forget, guys. People forget. Merab Dvalishvili is built different, guys. I know. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was thinking about picking Umar, and I know in my last video I said Umar is gonna beat Merab. I changed my mind. I think Merab Dvalishvili is going to beat Umar Nurmagomedov. I think Merab is going to have great striking in this fight. I'm being honest. I think Merab's striking is going to look better. I think he's going to win via cardio, via mixing it up. And I think he's going to win by 5th round TKO, ground and pound. I think Umar is going to be tired. I think Umar is going to win maybe 2 rounds, and Merab's going to win 2 rounds. And it's gonna come down to the 5th round. I think Umar's gonna be doing pretty good. I think he's gonna be too tired. Merab is gonna push the pace. I'm sorry, guys. I know Umar's really good. He's very fast. Not too much power. I mean, I know he got a knockout against Ronnie Barcelos. He doesn't really hurt anybody though. That's his only knockout. He's a better grappler than Merab. But I think Merab is just, I think he's built different, bro. This guy's cardio is different, bro. And he has a good chin. People say he has a bad chin because he gets rocked. He got rocked twice in his career, guys. And they were all by good shots. Henry Cejudo rocked him, but Merab recovered in about 2 seconds. And, who else? Marlon Moraes dropped him, but he recovered freaking. Merab has crazy recovery. This is like Yuri Prochazka. You have to knock him out cold. Oh, well, I mean, Yuri Prochazka in his last fight did not get knocked out cold, but you guys get what I mean. You have to, really hurt him. He has to be out. Merab has to be out. Maybe not out cold, but, to the point where he just can't move him. He just can't control himself. You have to have him to that point. If you have Merab rocked, but he still has his legs, he's not that bad hurt. He's not that badly hurt. He's going to recover. We all know Merab is on EPO. We all know this guy is taking some drugs or something to enhance his cardio. Because his cardio is not humanly possible. There's no way O'Malley, Petr Yan, even Colby Covington. Well, O'Malley smokes. I know sometimes he smokes. This guy O'Malley trains a lot. And he has a very, very good diet. And he has a volume striking style. There's no way that O'Malley. First of all, there's no way Petr Yan, who has very good cardio. No way. That's his. Merab's cardio is not humanly possible. It is not humanly possible. His cardio is not possible to achieve naturally. You have to take substances. Because how do you get that cardio? It's not by running up and down the mountains. That can help. This guy's shooting 50 takedowns and throwing 300 plus strikes, and he still looks fresh. How is that possible? It's crazy, bro. I'm starting to think this guy beats Ilia Topuria, bro, because this guy's cardio is crazy. This guy is not skilled. His cardio, man, cardio can really do something to you. So yeah, I'm going with Merab Dvalishvili though by 5th round TKO. I think Umar is gonna drop Merab Dvalishvili. I think he's gonna rock him with a head kick. If you guys don't know, Umar Nurmagomedov has very fast kicks. Like, his kicks are crazy fast. But I think Merab's gonna start picking up the pace, takedown, striking, takedown, striking. He's gonna start mixing it up. Do some striking, do some boxing, boom, takedown. If it gets defended, if you can't get the takedown, you go back to striking and they try again. That's Merab's style. You fail, you try again. You fail, you try again. You fail, you try again. You know, it's that order. Fail, try again. Fail, go again. Fail, go again. That's his style. And nobody can hold it because his cardio is impossible. It's raining right now, guys. If you guys hear rain in the background, it's raining. So, Merab, 5th round TKO. I was thinking about picking Umar, but I low-key want Umar to win. Merab is a funny guy. And it looks like he would be an active champion. But, like, Umar, like, I just think he's a more entertaining fighter. He just has that Dagestani, Islam Makhachev, Habib type, you know. I just think so, you know. And, you know, we would get fresh matchups. Like, we would get Umar versus O'Malley. Umar versus Piotr Yan. It's not going to be Merab Dvalishvili, who beat O'Malley, rematch. Merab Dvalishvili, who dominated Piotr Yan, rematch. Like, you know, it's different. So, and I think Umar Nurmagomedov would probably beat O'Malley. I don't know if he would beat Piotr Yan though. It's tough. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going with Merab Dvalishvili. To be honest, Umar Nurmagomedov is probably going to win. At least that's what the odds say. That's what the vibe says. But I know I'm going with Merab Dvalishvili here, guys. Let me tell you something, brother. Moicano needs money, and I cannot afford to lose, guys. He cannot afford to lose. I'm going with Renato Moicano. I'm kidding. I'm going with Islam Makhachev. No, people say, but look at Makhachev, by the way. Like, look at those shorts. Those shorts are actually, like, those Makhachev's, his shorts, the custom shorts. It's clean. People hate on, like, people don't like it, apparently. Bro, it's simple. It's slick. It's clean. It looks nice. You don't need to have a crazy design for it to look good. It has to be. It can look simple, but it's nice. I like his shorts. Not Umar. Islam Makhachev. He looked very serious in the face-offs against Arman Tsarukyan and against Renato Moicano in the face-offs. He is not smiling, guys. Usually we see Makhachev smiling, bro. He looks so focused. And I'll be honest, Islam Makhachev by second round knockout. Because, you know, Renato Moicano, this guy has a chance to pull off the biggest upset in history. In history, guys. This guy wasn't even the favorite against Benoit Saint-Denis. So, and he dominated Benoit Saint-Denis. But, you know, Renato Moicano, man. He's 35 years old. He has, you know, in the striking, he has a good jab, you know, but realistically, he has like no power. He has like no power, so it's not like he sucks, but he has a lot of power, so you know he can knock out Makhachev. Like he has a chance. No, it's not that. He cannot knock out Makhachev. He has to land the perfect shot, and Renato Moicano, his striking is nothing compared to Islam Makhachev's striking. Makhachev is a way better boxer. He's faster, more powerful, better chin, way better defense, but a better kickboxing. It's just Islam Makhachev is just a better fighter. And this is an easier fight than Arman Tsarukyan. Because Arman Tsarukyan would have gave Makhachev, I think, a very tough fight, a very close fight. Renato Moicano is a slower, less powerful, less fast and I already said that. Slower, less powerful, less agile, weaker, older version of Arman Tsarukyan, of course. But something he does have though, have Renato Moicano does have he has very good jiu-jitsu. So if Makhachev somehow gets taken down in this fight, he can obviously reverse, he can obviously like get out of it because he's literally a wrestler. He probably trains a lot of wrestling in this training camp. I'm just saying, guys. I mean, don't overcomplicate it. Islam Makhachev is just a better fighter. Moicano is doing this for the money, bro. Like, this is for the money. That's what he wants. People generally think he's gonna win this fight. If he wins, that'd be insane. Like that'd be crazy. Like if this guy beats Makhachev, that just says that anybody can beat anybody. Because, bro, when you're thinking about who can beat Makhachev, you're thinking about like somebody like Ilya Topuria. You're thinking about maybe like Arman Sarukian. You're thinking about if you're like an actual smart guy, you're thinking about Max Holloway. You're thinking somebody like in welterweight. Like we're talking people who are not in this division who can beat him. And one guy who's the second best guy in his division. If Moicano beats him, that is a bigger upset than Sean Strickland beating Israel Adesanya. That's a way bigger upset. Because Adesanya was not the Adesanya was not the pound for pound number one fighter in the world. He was not pound for pound number one. Islam Makhachev is the best fighter in the UFC right now. And he only fought once last year, but he had an injury. Moicano has a lot of scar tissue. Like Moicano has taken so much damage over his career. He's been knocked out like 4 times. He gets dropped almost every fight, or gets rocked. He's slow. Guys, do not overcomplicate this. You guys were picking Islam Makhachev to beat Sarukian. This is a way easier matchup. But to be honest, I'm not nervous for this fight. I'm gonna be a little nervous, of course. Like whenever there's a main event, whenever there's a championship fight, you get kind of nervous. But this fight, yes, I'll be a little nervous, but it's more of like exciting because I want to see what Moicano can do. I want to see what Moicano is. Money time. It's money time. Now, this is the thing though. If Islam Makhachev gets cut, if he gets like a small cut over his eyebrow or under, just gets a small cut, or he gets tagged a little bit, or maybe he gets like stumbled off balance, or gets put in a submission, he's going to get. Bro, Islam Makhachev is going to get trolled. Islam Makhachev is going to get trolled by everybody online. And that sucks, that really does suck. Because he probably would have put on a really good performance. It's very sad. Either way, I think Makhachev is going to win. He's him. Don't overcomplicate this, guys. I think he's going to get a knockout in the second round or the early third round. I think it's either going to be from 2 things. Either way. Actually, no. I think we're going to see mostly striking because I think Makhachev knows that Moicano's best in the grappling. It's like the Charles Oliveira fight. Like, Makhachev and Charles Oliveira, when they fought, they were like kind of equal on the ground. But when it came to the striking, Makhachev had a lot of success. So I think he's going to push for that. And his striking has gotten way better since the Oliveira fight. He's got way more experience, way more championship experience. I just think Makhachev is gonna rock him many times. Like I can see Makhachev in the first round, landing like a 1-2, like a jab and the right hand. Well, never mind. My bad. I forgot that Makhachev is southpaw. I can see him landing a right hand and a left hand, a head kick. Even though Moicano's 1 inch taller, that's 1 inch. Makhachev, I can see Makhachev landing a kick to the face, a head kick. I can see him hurting Moicano with like a hook or like a 1-2. But I truly see Makhachev showing a striking masterclass. And I can see him knocking out Moicano with a knee to the face in the clinch. They clinch up a little bit, and we all know Makhachev has nasty knees. And, Renato Moicano does not have a chin like Dustin Poirier. He does not have a chin like Volkanovski in lightweight. He doesn't have a chin like... Well, Oliveira does get dropped, but Oliveira has really good recovery. So, it's different, guys. Makhachev has really good knees to the face. So, yeah, I'm going with Islam Makhachev with a knee to the face, second round, TKO. If Money Moicano wins, this is crazy. And I'm going to make a video right after. I promise. I don't care what time it is gonna be. I'm gonna make a video right after it. So it's gonna be crazy, guys. And it's just, this is a good card. You know, the card did get a little worse because we lost Renato Moicano versus Benio Dariush, and we lost the Armin Sarukian fight, which is very exciting. It was very nerve wracking. Like, is Makhachev gonna lose finally, or is Makhachev gonna have a very, very close fight? You know, we have to wait. And I'm gonna say this one thing: Sarukian, when he comes back from the injury, he's not going to get a title shot immediately. I think he's gonna have to fight Charles Oliveira, or just maybe, I don't know, maybe Sarukian fights. Let's look at the rankings. So I think he can fight. Not Michael Chandler, not Dan Hooker. Because Dan Hooker's gonna fight Justin Gaethje. Sarukian's gonna fight either Charles Oliveira or maybe Max Holloway. I don't think so. I think Max Holloway should fight. This is tough, actually. I don't know. Maybe I think Sarukian should fight freaking Michael Chandler. Just get Michael Chandler. Just give Sarukian Michael Chandler. Give him Oliveira. It's probably going to be Oliveira in a rematch. Most likely. So yeah, guys, I'm going with Islam Makhachev. Second round TKO, knee to the face, and I do think Moicano is going to have a moment in this fight. Not he rocks Makhachev, he knocks down Makhachev. I'm saying a moment where he lands on top. He's on top of Makhachev. Like I think he's gonna get moments where he gets like a submission attempt, like he has a guillotine or a triangle or something, and Makhachev gets out. But you know, it's a moment. So exciting fights right there. You know, this card is still very good. I mean, look at this card. This card is still a very solid card. It did get worse, of course, but you know, it's not anything crazy. Like we still have Makhachev fighting. We still have Merab and Umar fighting. We still have Yuri Proska, Jamal Hill. We still have Kevin Holland, Brandon Ritter. Peyton Talbot still fighting. Like guys, like relax. This card did not get that bad. Now I'll tell you something real quick. What's going on with UFC 312, guys? Like, what is going on? This card sucks. I might not even buy the pay-per-view, bro. Like, this card sucks. This card's trash. I do think they're going to announce UFC 313. I think they are going to announce it. During the broadcast, you know how they announced UFC 312. You know how they announced UFC 312 during the UFC 310 broadcast? I think they're going to do the same thing. My predictions for that, guys. My predictions is either we get maybe an Aspinall main event. Maybe not against John Jones. I mean, I don't think so. Dana White would have announced it by now. But I would say we get maybe an Aspinall versus Cyril Gahn or something. But I mean, I don't think so. Maybe we get Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. But guys, I'm kidding. Magomed Ankalaev is on Ramadan, so we can't do it. Well, actually, like, what do we actually get though? Like, what fight do we actually get? Maybe Taporia? Maybe. I don't know. It has to be a good fight though. It has to be a good fight. This is literally on Las Vegas. It has to be a good fight. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video. I cannot afford to lose. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.